Hi everyone, I just thought I'd do a quick video, just talk about the Top Cow Talent Competition that I've been working on and show you some of my stuff and give you a really quick view of what I've been drawing these last couple of weeks. Been really exciting. All this work is in pencils because Top Cow Productions, they've said they're only interested in pencil work. Now usually I do my own colours and inks, but I had to change up for this contest, and that's affected the way I pencil usually. Usually my pencils are very quick, very immediate, and I don't really work them up to a high standard, but this time I've tried to keep my pencils a lot neater. For those of you who've seen my usual pencil work, just let me know what you think. So you can see this is a story called Postal. Here's the script, or at least one page of it. It's comic book, but it's not superheroes. It's not your typical comic book. It's I wouldn't say it's an intellectual read, but it's a deeper sort of story than what you get with, say, Batman and Robin. And so, as you can see, the first page is like a dialogue sequence here between Mark and Nora, mother and son. Yeah, and they're just having quite an in-depth chat there. Oh, and I've used image of her moving around her glass of lemonade while she's just discussing moving chess pieces. So I thought that was a good metaphor for chess there. Little embrace. Oh, and for this I used actual reference photos. I found an old post office in Wyoming, and I used an image of that there. You'll notice when I use this picture again later, I've made a mistake only just now when I've been lining out these pages like this. I just realised I've made a bit of a mistake on the post office. So when you get to, I think it's page 18, you'll see the mistake, and the eagle-eyed people amongst you will spot the mistake I've made. And this is the gang sort of heading out in that Reservoir Dogs-esque walk down the street like they mean business. Quite like that look there. Regin and I think Curtis having their conflab. I'm talking about weapons. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, one of them has one hand, is an amputee, which hence the odd-looking stump there. Okay, I really like drawing the perspective on this one. That's the storeroom in this post office they've gone into, and there's a Mark in deep thought there. On a nice shot of a Remington 870, I believe. In the script it didn't specify what type of shotgun, but so I picked one of my favourites, but this is the one used in, I think it's Terminator 2 by Sarah Connor, and I thought seeing this woman is wielding the shotgun, I thought that was quite appropriate there. Oh, look, a kiss sequence. Oh, and this is introducing the bad guys now, which is interesting that they brought a little bit of humanity into the bad guys, because this bad guy is a father and has a young daughter. Just kind of interesting way of looking at things. Oh, there's a nice shot of a truck. I might need to revisit that one. I think I've stretched out. It looks almost like a stretched limo version of a big American truck there, so maybe I'll revisit that one. There's the post office in the background there. And I had to use a few reference material, take some photos for this one to get a hand on the key ignition there and that sort of thing. Oh, and this is one of the money shots of the episode. The villain, once he's all decked out in this sort of body armor he's got. That's my initial sketch of said villain in his body armor, and once again he was in the script. He said he had to have a shotgun, and I chose the AA-12 purely because it had this big drum. It comes with a big drum, and I was able to use one of this character's motifs on there just to really pop home that he's a villain. Oh, and that's the original sketch. That's the second rendering. This is my final penciling. Hope you guys like it. Oh, this is him, sort of SWAT team style, entering the building. I use a little bit of reference there, as you can see. Here he's doing room clearance quite effectively, coming down some stairs, so again kicking in some doors, and then there's a contact here with his adversaries. Now I do use these little X's to mark the spot essentially here. This page, because there's bright lights involved, I hope that's clear. This will be basically silhouettes versus bright light. So the colorist would need to earn his money on this page to really show that these are lights and there's a lot of shadow. And I use the X's to mark areas of complete black rather than spending lots of time just colouring in black effectively. Yeah, so here's an action sequence. And this is really the crux of the story here. This action sequence as it unfolds. Yeah, there's that shotgun again. And, close up on Mark, the main character. Rest of the actions, I quite like that expression. I try to keep the story looking serious. That picture there looks a little comedic. I don't know why, but I quite like it anyhow. I think it's quite good. And this is the villain here once he's all his bust up and everything. And then here is the finale of this action sequence here. And see, I took a photo, used a photo reference just to get that right angle of that shotgun. Swing around, and this is almost like the epilogue of the story here. And there's that post office here now. If you can spot, I've made a slight mistake there. But that's an actual real post office, and I just forgot to change the name of it there, so I'm going to have to go back and correct that before I send it off to Top Cow. You know, so this is almost part 2 of the epilogue now, where they've gone into the emergency room of the hospital. There's an ambulance there back of my ambulance, and here they are in their hospital beds. These 2 characters were injured, and then there's a third epilogue back at the diner that features quite heavily in an episode of Postal. And then this is sort of, I guess it's sort of a what's the word? A dream sequence here almost. Well, I don't know, this character here is having like an imaginary conversation with this woman there. And that's it. I hope you like it. Hope it's been interesting. Hope it's encouraged some of you guys to go out and have a crack at this Top Gal talent competition. Take care, everyone.